Have you ever wondered how your body processes the food you eat? It's a remarkable process, truly, an intricate dance of biology and chemistry. The digestive system, an unsung hero in our bodies, tirelessly works to convert what we consume into energy, building blocks for repair and growth, and waste to be eliminated. It's a journey that starts long before you feel those pangs of hunger. So, are you ready to delve into this wonder? Well, buckle up as we embark on a fascinating journey through the marvel that is your digestive system. Imagine your body as a well-oiled machine and your digestive system as the engine powering it. This intricate system is a marvel of nature, a complex series of organs working together in perfect harmony. Its primary role? To break down the food we consume into nutrients. These nutrients are the body's fuel, providing the energy we need to function. Every movement we make, every thought we have, it all comes down to the energy derived from the food we eat. But that's not all. The digestive system also plays a crucial role in growth and cell repair. Think about it. Every single cell in our body, from the ones in our skin to those in our brain, depends on the nutrients extracted from our food. Without a functioning digestive system, our bodies would simply stop working. Now that we understand the role of the digestive system, let's dive deeper into its different parts. The journey of your food begins in your mouth. This is where the first stage of digestion takes place. Your teeth, acting like the first line of defense, break down the food into smaller pieces through a process known as mastication, or more simply, chewing. This isn't just to make swallowing easier. It also increases the surface area of the food, making it more accessible to the enzymes that are about to join the fray. And that's where saliva comes in. Produced by the salivary glands in your mouth, saliva is more than just a lubricant. It contains enzymes like amylase and lipase, which swing into action, starting the chemical breakdown of food. Amylase, for instance, begins the process of turning complex carbohydrates into simpler sugars. All this activity transforms the food in your mouth into a soft, manageable ball called a bolus, ready to be swallowed. From there, our food takes a slide down the esophagus. Next stop, the esophagus. It's a fascinating tube-like structure that acts as a vital passage in our digestive system. After we've chewed and moistened our food in the mouth, it's time for it to take the plunge down this slide. But how does it get from the mouth to the stomach, you may wonder? The answer lies in a remarkable process called peristalsis. This is the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the esophagus muscles, propelling the food downwards. It's like a wave that pushes the food towards its next destination. Imagine a water slide. You don't swim down it, right? Instead, the force of the water carries you along. That's quite similar to how peristalsis works. It's the esophagus's way of ensuring that your food reaches the stomach, regardless of whether you're standing, sitting, or even hanging upside down. This is the esophagus for you, an efficient, smooth operating slide for your food. While the esophagus does its job, the stomach awaits its turn. The stomach, a mixing pot of acids and enzymes, is our next stop. This muscular sac is a marvel of nature, designed for one primary purpose: to break down the food we eat into a form our body can use. Now, imagine the stomach as a master chef. It takes the partially processed food from the esophagus, adds its secret ingredient, gastric juices, and stirs vigorously. These gastric juices are a potent mix of hydrochloric acid, pepsin, and other enzymes, capable of breaking down proteins and fats into simpler substances. But wait, doesn't acid harm our bodies? Normally, yes, but the stomach has a protective shield. Its lining secretes a layer of mucus that protects it from the corrosive effects of the acid. It's like the stomach's very own superhero cape, shielding it from harm while it does its job. Yet, the stomach isn't just a food processor. It also acts as a temporary storage tank, holding the food while it's being mixed. This allows the stomach to release the processed food, now a semi-liquid substance called chyme, slowly into the small intestine. The stomach, in essence, is a versatile workhorse. It not only digests our food, but also protects itself and regulates the flow of nutrients into our body. Once the stomach finishes its job, the semi-liquid food or chyme moves on to the small intestine. Welcome to the longest part of your digestive tract, the small intestine. This winding muscular tube, extending about 20 feet in length, plays a pivotal role in the digestion process. But it's not just about breaking down food. The small intestine's main performance happens behind the scenes. It's the star of nutrient absorption. Imagine the small intestine as an intricate network of highways. As food enters, it's already been partially digested by the stomach. Now it's up to the small intestine to continue the process. The first section, the duodenum, takes the lead. Here, bile from the liver and enzymes from the pancreas join the party, working together to break down the food into its most basic components: proteins into amino acids, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and carbohydrates into simple sugars. As the food keeps moving, the absorption begins. Picture the inner surface of the small intestine as a lush, velvety carpet. This carpet is made up of millions of tiny finger-like projections called villi. Each villus is covered with even smaller projections called microvilli. Together, they dramatically increase the surface area for absorption. It's like having a nutrient superhighway, with lanes stretching in all directions. The villi and microvilli act like eager spectators at a parade, reaching out to grab the nutrients as they pass by. The nutrients then enter the bloodstream, where they are whisked away to nourish every cell in the body. It's a complex ballet of biology, ensuring that we get the maximum benefit from the food we eat. But what happens to the stuff that isn't absorbed? The undigested food, now largely devoid of nutrients, continues its journey. The small intestine does a final sweep, sending the remaining material, including water and electrolytes, into the large intestine or colon. So there you have it, the small intestine, a master extractor, tirelessly working to ensure that every bit of usable material is drawn from the food we consume. With most of the nutrients absorbed, the remaining waste products move on to the large intestine. Our next stop is the large intestine, the penultimate part of this journey. As we move further down the digestive system, we encounter this muscular tube, also known as the colon. Its primary role is not as glamorous as its predecessors, but it's equally important. The large intestine is the body's dehydrator, tasked with absorbing water from the remaining indigestible food matter. Imagine the large intestine as a diligent worker in a recycling plant, sifting through the remnants of our food. The small intestine has already extracted all the nutrients it could, leaving behind a semi-liquid sludge. The large intestine takes this sludge and begins the dehydration process, absorbing the majority of the remaining water along with any valuable minerals like sodium and potassium. But the large intestine isn't just about absorbing water. It also houses countless bacteria, a bustling community known as the microbiota. These friendly microbes help break down any remaining carbohydrates, producing useful substances like vitamins and gases in the process. It's a remarkable symbiotic relationship that contributes to our overall health. As the large intestine continues to dehydrate the indigestible matter, it transforms the semi-liquid sludge into a more solid form. This is the waste material, the stuff our bodies don't need, a substance you're probably more familiar with as feces. This dehydrated waste is then pushed towards the rectum, the last section of the large intestine. It's stored here until it's ready to leave our bodies, a process you might know as defecation. Finally, the leftover waste reaches the end of the line, the rectum. The rectum, the final stop on our journey, is where the waste is expelled. In the grand scheme of our digestive system, the rectum is the last mile. It serves as a temporary storage facility for the waste products of digestion. This waste, often referred to as feces, is the result of all the water, nutrients, and electrolytes being absorbed in the preceding stages. The rectum, about 12 centimeters long, is more than a mere storage unit. It's an intricate part of our body's communication system, alerting us when it's time to expel waste. This is made possible by the rectal walls, which are lined with nerve cells that signal the brain when the rectum begins to stretch and fill with feces. Once the rectum is full, it triggers the urge to defecate. The rectal muscles, known as the internal and external sphincters, then coordinate to control the release of waste. The internal sphincter muscle is involuntary, meaning it opens on its own when the rectum is full. The external sphincter, on the other hand, is under our conscious control, allowing us to decide when and where to release the waste. This process, though seemingly simple, is a testament to the body's amazing ability to maintain balance and ensure smooth operation. So, the next time you visit the restroom, pause for a moment and appreciate the marvel that is your rectum. That concludes our journey through the digestive system, a truly remarkable feat of nature's engineering.